Hello, I'm Matt Williamson, CEO and founder of Windsor Circle. Welcome to our August 2011 recorded demo. In the next 8 minutes, you will see a quick 4-minute overview of Windsor Circle, followed by a 4-minute demo of our technology. Watch closely. Internet retailer top 500 executives are publicly tweeting that Windsor Circle has left them speechless. We hope that you enjoy the presentation. Let's start with our value proposition. Windsor Circle increases revenue for e-commerce marketers by freeing data locked in the e-commerce ecosystem. We are disrupting the e-commerce marketing space because we have found a way to get e-commerce data to the marketer without expensive custom integrations. Let's start by describing the pain that we're solving. Meet Pete, an intern on our team here at Windsor Circle. True story, last year Pete spent $180 in a single transaction with FTD.com, demonstrating his undying devotion to his girlfriend. Pete is a big spender. But this year on Valentine's Day, FTD marketed to this big spender with generalized massed emails that look like this: save 50%, starting at $19.99. The obvious question is, why didn't FTD target Pete better? If you're a marketer and you're watching this presentation, you know why. It's because marketers have a very difficult time getting to their own data. The thing is that ultimately marketers know that targeted marketing is a gold mine. I'm going to put a big asterisk here. These are not our customers. These are 3 publicly available case studies of companies that did custom integrations and the significant returns they saw upon doing them. Eastwood saw their profits go up by 21%. L'Occitane says revenue per email went up by 25 times when they used cart data to target and segment. Not 25%, 25 times. Fredericks of Hollywood achieved 6 to 9% conversion rates when using shopping cart data. You as an e-commerce marketer know that 1 to 2% is considered a good conversion rate. This is a quadrupling of performance. You as a marketer know that getting to that e-commerce data can be very difficult. Typically, marketers solve this through custom integrations, which are expensive and slow, and they're brittle. You build a connection between A and B, and a vendor changes an API, and the whole thing's kaput. Or maybe you want vendor portability. You've built between A and B. You'd like to move to C, but to do so, you got to throw away a $25,000 integration and re-architect your business process. Very painful for the marketer. The IT guys hate these kinds of integrations. The CEO doesn't understand why they're spending so much money to get at data they believe already exists, and the marketer is left pulling their hair out. Here at Windsor Circle, we imagined a better and simpler way. Think of it as mint.com for e-commerce marketers. Simply link accounts with usernames and passwords, and in near real time, data flows from the e-commerce system into the email marketing system where you can use it. This is deeply disruptive in 3 ways. First, it eliminates the need for those costly and brittle custom integrations. Second, it's on a subscription pricing model, meaning that you can put this on your credit card without having to make a big argument with the CEO about a massive capital expenditure. And in doing so, we're removing 2 of the decision makers that are standing between you and marketing nirvana. You no longer have to argue with the CEO about a big capital outlay, and you no longer have to argue with the IT team about a deep and difficult custom integration. In 12 words or less, Windsor Circle moves data from any e-commerce platform into any email marketing platform. This is a list of everybody that we're working with. We are in C-level conversations with almost every company on this page. The gold stars represent integrations that are available and live right now. The white stars represent those that we're connecting to and should be completed within the month. If you don't see your particular vendor here, take heart. Because of our e-commerce intelligence architecture, we can roll out a new integration on the e-commerce side or the email side in the span of about a week. And now for the demo. To ensure a standardized data set in the many endpoints that we're deploying to, we simulated a true Internet Retailer Top 500 and called it Bull Durham Home Electronics. We selected 50 SKUs, gathered all of the metadata that an e-commerce retailer would use for those products, and then simulated tens of thousands of rows of purchase data. You will be seeing this data in a variety of the endpoints that we have live and available today. First things first, it's important to note that we are pushing over 50 custom fields into the email marketing platform so that the email marketer has instant access to all of the data and the intelligence coming over from the e-commerce platform. In this first slide, you're noticing first name personalization that we're pulling from the order data and associating with the email marketing address. Here's purchase data available in the email marketing platform. Notice that purchase title is an important field. Not only does it give you tremendous segmentation capabilities, show me everybody that bought a camera, show me everybody that bought an HD TV, but it also plays a role in personalization. Hey, George, thank you for buying the camera. And here's all the assets you need to develop good email copy stored directly in the email database. The link, the image, the price, the description. Here we're pushing over the shipping data. This is important for two reasons. The first is behavioral segmentation. If you want to find impulse buyers, segment out everybody who has paid for shipping. If you're looking at geographic targeting, such as maybe an apparel retailer, you can sell flip-flops in Miami long before you can sell them in Maine. Identify those people by zip code or state and use your targeted segmenting to send those messages at the appropriate times. Here, we're going beyond simple data pass-through and getting into intelligence. So RFM stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value. It's a ranking system that helps you identify the different segments in your database. If you wanted to find your most recent buyers, you would simply segment out, show me everybody where R equals 1. If you wanted to find your biggest spenders, show me everybody where M equals 1. But in addition to passing over these rankings on your behalf, we're also passing the actual data. If you wanted to see everybody with a lifetime value of greater than $100, you would simply say, show me everybody where the actual monetary is greater than $100. As you can see, you now have an unprecedented ability to segment and target your customer base simply through the tools of the email marketing platform that you already use and own today. But it gets even better. Here we're doing product recommendations. We know, because we can see all of your order data, the high statistical correlations between product X and product Y. And we store all of the assets you need for good email copy directly in your email marketing platform. Show me the title, the name of the thing that was purchased, the link, the image, the price, and the description. All the assets that you need for good email copy. We do that with the hot combo. If you buy product X, you'll also like product Y. But we also do it with related items, which looks at the category that you've coded a particular product in and then makes a recommendation of the top 5 best sellers within that category. Here's an example of the raw power that is available to you now that that e-commerce data is in your email marketing platform. Here we are in What Counts, a leading email marketing company that has customers like REI and Norwegian Cruise Lines. And you can see our sample data here. If you wanted to do a brand loyalty campaign, you could simply say purchase title contains the word Canon, and you would instantly identify everybody that's bought Canon. Here we are in Bronto, a top 3 provider to the internet retailer top 500. Notice how we're pushing in lists and keeping them current so that a marketer could quickly target most recent buyers, most frequent buyers, biggest spenders, best customers. But we also have the ability to enable the marketer to do custom segments on their own. In this case, we've imagined that Canon loyalty campaign. Here, a marketer has chosen to segment out those impulse buyers. Show me everybody where ship method does not contain the word free. Want to run replenishment campaigns? Identify anybody who's bought a consumable product, segment them, and then send them an automated email a week before they will have used up the product. You also now have the ability to cross-sell and upsell to increase margins. Digital cameras have notoriously low margins. Imagine being able to segment out everybody who bought a digital camera and to suggest high-margin add-ons such as the camera care kit or the bag to carry the camera in. Here we are in MailChimp executing a win-back campaign. Show me everybody where the monetary value of the customer is greater than $100, but they haven't done anything in 2011. And instantly, you as a marketer have identified someone to do an aggressive win-back campaign and to re-engage those big spenders. Now you're playing with some real power. You've been able to segment in ways that you've never been able to before with Windsor Circle, and now you're going to be able to create copy that you've never been able to create before. Here we are simply dragging custom fields into the email copy to allow you to achieve a level of dynamic content never before possible. When we run this against a particular record in the email database, notice how those who bought the subwoofer are being recommended the headphones. This is unprecedented. To get this level of personalization and product recommendations usually takes email marketers significant resources and very difficult programming and customization. Here, you're literally using the same personalization that you use when you use first name personalization. You're simply dragging fields into the email copy. Now you're able to send the right message to the right person. Let's look at what it means to do it at the right time. Using your email platform's triggering and automation capabilities, you're now in a position to send that message at precisely the right moment. In this instance, we are sending an accessories message to increase the profitability of someone who just bought an HDTV. So Windsor Circle purchase title is updated and contains HDTV. Add them to the target list for HDTV accessories, and then send them the HDTV accessories message. That message will contain copy that looks like the gold-plated HDMI cable, the insurance plan, and the universal remote. All high-margin add-ons that are specific to somebody who just bought an HDTV. The response from e-commerce email marketers has been unmistakable. I'd love to share with you Will Devlin, who said this is a winning solution for internet retailers. Andrew Kordek, who ran email for all of Groupon and Sears, saying this is great stuff. And one of our favorites, Steve Gronier from Art Beads, saying that he is speechless. We hope you've enjoyed the presentation. For more information, please contact us at www.windsorcircle.com. If you enjoyed the presentation enough to tweet about it, feel free to mention us at @WindsorCircle. Our many thanks. We hope to talk to you soon.